In 1620, while the Mayflower was in Provincetown, 18 of its men sailed in a small shallop, searching for a place to live. They came to present-day Eastham, where they were met by a group of Nauset. After a brief but violent encounter, the English left towards today's Plymouth. In 2020, we remember this first encounter. We explore its meanings for today and tomorrow. Welcome. My name is Joanna Hollick. I'm the coordinator for the Sunset series with Eastham 400. I'm here today with Jim Russo, the executive director of the Eastham Chamber of Commerce and the chair of the Eastham 400 committee. Welcome.
Hi, Joanna.
Jim, could you start by explaining a little bit about what the Eastham 400 committee is commemorating?
We're commemorating Eastham in all its glory, from the very earliest moments that we can uncover right up until today and beyond. But this whole event started with the 400th commemoration or anniversary of the Mayflower voyage and the expedition party from that Mayflower voyage landing here on our shores in Eastham. So.
And could you explain a little bit more specifically about what this Sunset series is?
Yeah, the Sunset series is wonderful because it's just a moment that will happen every day, 15 minutes before sunset, from now until Labor Day of 2020. And during that time, we'll read excerpts from historical tomes. Some are old, some are new. There'll be skits, there'll be folklore, there'll be any number of poems and songs and things that people can relate to, that relate to Eastham in one way or another.
And in what ways has the town of Eastham been supportive of this project?
Well, the town's been wonderful, starting with the town's administrator, who helped us put together a warrant article to petition the residents at town meeting. And the town residents got right behind it and wanted to support this. So we were charged with forging ahead and really putting together a great program that involves all of our community, young and old, and expands beyond town lines, in fact. But so it's overall, and we're developing a history or unveiling a history for the world. It won't be just Eastham. It's part of our legacy, but it's really going to go beyond that. And so that makes it more exciting and gives us a little more drive.
And could you just explain logistically how is the Sunset series going to work?
Well, because of the coronavirus that we're dealing with at the moment, we've had to go virtual. But we're about the only commemorative committee that's operating for the 400 that's actually producing something. So we're pretty proud of ourselves for that. We're, New Englanders and Cape Codders, and we're hardy stock, and you just move forward, and we are. And if we can get this to a presentation on the beach, which was originally what was planned at First Encounter Beach for 15 minutes before sunset every day, then we will. But until we feel it's safe, we'll continue doing this virtually.
And I know that the Sunset series is not the only program that Eastham 400 has put together. Could you explain a little bit about what the Campfire series is?
Oh yeah, the Campfire is a great series because we have longtime veteran of the Campfire, John Hanlon. And he's been with the Park Service for several years. He's a history teacher for several years on the Outer Cape, and also teaches with the Wampanoag School in Mashpee. So it's a real treat that he'll be coordinating that. And 1 hour or so every Sunday, from July through July and August, we'll have the Campfire. And there'll be all kinds of stories and games and things that he can entertain us with. He has access to a lot of artifacts that people haven't seen or would never see otherwise. So he's a great resource. It should be a tremendous time.
So I think it's wonderful that despite the ways things have changed due to the coronavirus, both the Sunset series and the Campfire series are still continuing. And I know that many things have changed in response to the coronavirus. Could you talk a little bit from the perspective of the Chamber of Commerce, how the virus and the pandemic have changed things and what your hopes for the seasons are?
Things have changed tremendously for the business community. A lot of it's been shuttered during this time, and hopefully in the next week or 2 weeks, we'll see a large segment of our businesses reopen. There are some that have already been working, some of the construction crews and things like that, but the hotels and restaurants are really looking forward to invite people inside their premises, and it's been difficult for them. We have a short season, so any time that we can get it to expand. So cutting it back has been hurting them. So we all have to rally and try and support them as best as we can throughout the rest of this year.
And so you see things moving forward in a hopeful way, and you're optimistic about the rest of the season?
I think so. I think, we get calls every day at the chamber office, people wanting to know when they can come down, when they can book their rooms, when they can get into a hotel, can they get to the beaches, can they still kayak and things like that. So there's a tremendous amount of interest. We expect that we'll have a fair season. It's not going to be a good season, but I think because of all the restrictions. But I think the fact that people have been cooped up for so long, they're going to want to go out and experience. And what better place than to come to Cape Cod's vacation land, which is Eastham. We have all the outdoor activities are right here. So we have the best bike paths and walking and hiking paths. We have tremendous bird watching, and we're in a migratory route, so that bird watching is a big event here. Kayaking is like tops. It's wonderful. So there's a lot that can be done.
That's wonderful. It looks like we have a lot of opportunity for a great summer ahead of us. And as we wrap up here tonight, could you just remind us, as we wait for these other wonderful things to reopen, where can people find the Sunset series now?
Actually, it's located on our website, eastham400.org. And there's a blue bar at the top of the screen, and you'll be able to just click that, and it will bring you right to the site where all of these episodes will be archived, so that you can get to them and refer to them at any time.
Well, thank you so much, Jim, for being with us here today, and we hope that all of you will join us for the remainder of these Sunset Series videos. Thank you.
Thanks, Joanna.
My name is Joanna Hollick, and I'm the coordinator for the Sunset Series with Eastham 400. I want to start by saying thank you for your support of this project. As this project moves forward, we are hoping to involve local students and have already reached out to some students at Nauset High School. If you or someone you know is a local high school or college student who's interested in participating in this project, please reach out to me at jhollick@gmail.com. We will provide you with a script to read that reflects upon the so-called first encounter between Mayflower passengers and the Nauset 400 years ago, as well as its significance and lasting impact today. We are excited to bring these videos to you each day this summer, 15 minutes before sunset. Visit www.eastham400.org or the Eastham 400 channel on YouTube to see each of our videos as they're posted daily. Thank you.